Units 2 and 3 are now open and they'll be open for a week. So they'll be open until next Sunday night at the end of the night for you to complete everything in them. After this week, we'll be in 2-week segments, so it will get a little bit easier to handle the load, I hope. This week in Unit 2, there is information about communicating and collaborating with social media, and you will actually create a blog as well as read Chapter 8 and the other information that's up here. In the assignment folder, you'll see there is a link to the class wiki, so you can start putting up some of the websites that are going to be due next week, I believe. And this is the checklist that tells you what should be on that wiki. It's supposed to be 10 websites with a description of 2 or 3 sentences about each website. 8 of the websites are on the content area that you think you're going to be using for your project for this class, and 2 of them are teacher resources that everybody in the class could benefit from. Again, that's not due this week, but you want to work on it in bits and pieces. You'll have to create a communication blog on a site called WordPress, and there are detailed instructions and a checklist here on how to do that. Always look at these checklists that are at the bottom of these artifacts so that you can see exactly what you're graded upon. That the blog will include 3 to 10 sentences, post reflecting your thoughts on how you might use technology to enhance communication with your students, then with your parents, and also as professional development. So always look at these checklists because there's a rubric inside the assignment that is based on this checklist. So those are the assignments, including a quiz for Chapter 8 that are in Unit 2. But what I really want to talk about is Unit 3, because I think that the information in Unit 3 is going to take you more time to get through. Specifically, we've got our first critical assignment in here, and it's a reasonably time-consuming critical assignment. So I really encourage you not to wait until the end of the night next Sunday and start to try this, that you'll do it in bits and pieces. I've given you a lot of information up here to help you with it because I know it's a kind of complicated assignment. So when you actually go into the assignment folder in Unit 3, you can see an example of what your project will look like, that is without the recommendations that you would add. So this is what it would look like at the end after you take it from Excel into a Word document. Again, it doesn't include the recommendations that you would provide as well. And there is a detailed directions here for how to do this assignment. And those directions include some screenshots of what it should look like once you download the Excel sheet, what part of the Excel sheet that you're going to want to copy and paste into other sheets as you drill down, starting at the state level for the content area of your choice, then looking at a county, and then the lowest performing school, and finally making recommendations that include technology on how to improve the scores in that school. There's even a couple of screencasts in here towards the bottom of the detailed instructions that can help you with the parts that seem to me to be best shown with a screencast like this one instead of trying to be put down in words with screenshots. Always again look at what exactly is needed. Here you need to make a recommendation that identifies the area of weaknesses and describe some ideas that you would have to teach concepts that incorporate at least partially some technology, including 3 websites and some interactive worksheets or tablet apps, and always correct grammar and spelling. So you've got your example here, you've got some detailed instructions, you've got the instructions in the checklist, this is the website that you go to, this is where you submit the assignment in Blackboard, and you also submit it in live text because it's a critical assignment. As always, if you have any questions about this assignment, post them to questions, comments, and concerns, and if you know the answer and can help each other, please do so. And if you have any specific personal questions, you can always contact me on email. You've got a lot to do this week, so I hope you can get started soon. Good luck. See you online.